Yeah, I'm continuing number 3 of the top matches of the decade. There's a lot of matches going on, boosting up and all that stuff. Well, I gotta say the number 3 match of the decade. I gotta say TLC 2001 between Edge and Christian, the Dudley Boys, and the Hardys. That match was so exciting. Like it's not even funny. Like when I first saw that match, like wow, what was going on, all this craziness and all that stuff. And Jeff Hardy was doing a lot of high flying moves. He was doing leg drop through the ladder, right in the ladders, and it was crazy. Swanton bombs and all that stuff. And Jeff Hardy was grabbing the belt. He was grabbing that belt, and Ed speared him. He speared him on the ladder. He speared him on the ladder. What a great, wow. The fans were popping out jumping out of their seats for just watching that one match. That one moment of WrestleMania. It's like right there, the best moment in WrestleMania in 2001. Like that's a WrestleMania moment right there. They had that in WrestleMania moment. That should be match of the year in that year, 2001. It actually is match of the year, but that to me, that's one of the matches of the decade. I tell you, that's in the top 3 right there. And like Lita came, Lita did her stuff. Rhino gored the shit out of Lita, and Spike Dudley came with a Dudley dog. I was like, wow, this is going at it. All of them going at it. I was like, wow, this is exciting. I like stuff like this, interference and all that. Adding on, especially on a TLC match like this, makes it more fun and more exciting. And yeah, and Edge and Christian ended up winning that match. Well, yeah, Edge and Christian, that's how they became 7 times WWE. Well, back then, WWF, World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champion. Yeah, that match was great. I love that match. I know all of y'all love that match. I do. I love it. That's like my 3rd favorite match of the decade, and that's what I said. Now number 2. Number two. The match that I like from, I had to put Austin versus The Rock, WrestleMania 17. Like, wow, Austin and Rock was right there, like every 2 years, from 1999 to 2001, and then from 2003. But the best one is 2001, WrestleMania 17 in Houston, Texas. And like I said, and especially in WrestleMania 17, that was Houston, Texas, and the majority of people that were wrestling in WrestleMania that got the victories, they were currently from Texas. They're born and raised, they lived in Texas. That card was like the majority of wrestlers that were there, they're none but, look, like Eddie Guerrero was a Texan that beat Test for the European title. The Undertaker beat Triple H. He was what, 9-0? Yeah, like 9-0. Yeah, 9-0. Austin. Well, I'm gonna continue with Austin and The Rock. So, and yeah, there was like majority of people that were from Texas winning that WrestleMania. Yeah, and that's what makes it look good. It makes it look great. People that are raised in Texas and born and raised whatever, it shows, damn, that's a great thing, At least they show they represent, That's what makes it look good for WrestleMania. Someone where they represent, and they make them win that match. That's like, wow, that's great. But let me continue with the Austin and The Rock thing. Look, like I said, Austin and The Rock is my second favorite, my top 2nd decade matches of the year. Decade match, because for a reason. The Rock and Austin was a great rivalry coming from WrestleMania or before WrestleMania, especially the build-up, the build-up of WrestleMania. Like, it was so great, it was so epic, you know. Like, you were gonna see The Rock and Austin teaming up together. Then before all that, you know, they were afterward, they were like talking, making promos, talking backstage. Austin and The Rock arguing and all that stuff. One man, you know, there's one shot, you know, the whole playing song Limp Bizkit was. It looks right for that whole feud, Rock and Austin. And WrestleMania comes, and Austin and The Rock face to face, you know, and it was a one-on-one match, and it was like The Rock, you know, doing a lot, and Austin was doing, you know, what he's doing his thing, and he was getting cheered on, and The Rock, and all that stuff, and all of a sudden Mr. McMahon came. Before that, The Rock did rock bottoms, 3 rock bottoms, and then he did a Stone Cold Stunner. Stone Cold did a rock bottom, 3 Stone Cold Stunners. The Rock did 3 rock bottoms, People's Elbow, and then all of a sudden Vince McMahon came out of nowhere and got a steel chair, gave it to Austin, and all of a sudden Austin got the steel chair and hit The Rock, and Vince McMahon, you know, that's when Austin became like, wow. It was the most shocking moment in WWE history, especially in that Attitude Era in 2001, you know. That was like, that shocked the whole WWE fans, the World Wrestling Federation fans in that perspective. You know, Austin turning heel, that shocked the world. You know, when I was watching that, I was like, damn, Austin sold out like that, you know, especially the fans, you know. And that was wow. That was, he sold the soul to the devil and shake Vince McMahon's head. I was like, oh my gosh, all that shit been going through him and McMahon, and all of a sudden Austin did what he did, and he got a steel shirt, keep attacking The Rock, and shaked his hand. It was wow. That was like, I was shocked. We never thought Austin was gonna sell out, sold his soul to the devil. Just like that, you know, he's a baby face that raised hell and all that, and he turned as a heel, and fans loved him as a heel too. Fans loved that. Yeah, they did. Alright, number 1, the final match of the decade that I loved, and it's my favorite. I gotta give this, that's tough, but there's a lot of matches, but my favorite match, wow, this may shock out people, but my favorite match of the decade is Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair at WrestleMania 24.